Well, hello, my YouTube friends. So I'm going to show you some clips from the Lackluster channel. I highly recommend the Lackluster channel. You can learn a lot. And anyway, so let's let it play the first opening few seconds. I hope he doesn't mind.
Stop. Go over there. I'll deal with you in a minute. You don't think I won't put you in my car?
I bet you not with these.
Put your hands behind your back.
For what?
Because I said so.
What did I
Stop
do?
talking.
I can talk if I want.
You're not listening to words.
Man, you're stupid.
Welcome back to the Lackluster channel. In September of 2022, Deputy Robert Glasser of the Riverside County Sheriff's Office responded to the Madera Vista.
Okay, so you saw a brief glimpse of what was taking place, right? You'll believe me if I tell you the cop is abusing some old dude with injuries and unlawfully arresting him and taking him to jail and right, the whole 9 yards, doing what they always do because they have no fear. Like I said in my just previous video, it's a problem when police have no fear. All right, even if you sue them, it doesn't matter to them because they don't pay. The taxpayers pay, right? They never get charged. They never get disciplined. Nothing ever happens to them. They don't care if they kill anyone. They drive like maniacs. They're completely unaccountable. And so this is just another case of that. But there's something more interesting taking place in this one. And I'm skipping past all of a lot of the stuff. You'll believe me if I tell you that they took this gentleman to jail and they released him without charges. But that is an arrest. That is a Fourth Amendment seizure. And if the police put you in handcuffs and put you in the car and take you downtown and hold you for 12 hours, that is an arrest. During that 12 hours and in the minutes prior to them even driving away with you in the back, they're having their little conference. They're talking to each other. They mute their body cams. They're looking for any way, any BS law, any twisting of the law that they can use to justify arresting you, to help prevent them from getting sued. And if they can't think of something, they'll make it up. And so they're doing that before they even take you down. And then they got him down there and he's, waiting. They released him without charges after 12 hours because they just really couldn't think of anything to charge him with. So, but that is an arrest. That is an unlawful arrest. Okay, so I skipped forward past all of that. You can watch the video. It's sadly entertaining, I guess. So the city settled with the gentleman with the bad knees who was unlawfully arrested and abused. Here's the cop again. Here's the sheriff again. And it's not the city, it's the county. As a second ago, you saw that this is a Riverside County Sheriff's deputy. Okay, so let's let it play right here.
Necessary force against Glasser. Surprisingly, after which Glasser was fired. Gregory.
Okay, so Gregory is the gentleman that the county had to settle with, the gentleman that was abused. So look at the date right here. Deputy Sheriff fired for false arrest and excessive force on February 28th of this year, right? Less than a month ago. And this was a 2.5 year lawsuit. Okay, so, and then, 2.5 years later, oh man, we got to fire this guy. Okay, now I'm going to let Mr. Lackluster read the words of the guys, read the words of the lawyer that sued the county, that sued Riverside County. Okay, so here we go.
His attorney, Jerry Steering, has been suing cops for over 40 years, litigating hundreds of false arrests, and says, quote, "I've never seen a Riverside County Sheriff's Department deputy sheriff get disciplined at all for falsely arresting an innocent for a resistance offense, or for wrongfully beating or tasing or pepper spraying, or even wrongfully shooting and killing innocent people." Perhaps the department was looking for a reason to fire Glasser. Let me know what you think in the comments.
Okay, so I did comment with letting Mr. Lackluster know what I think about that. So you can win a lawsuit against the police, and the police will admit no wrongdoing, right? The individual officers will not get fired or disciplined or anything. At worst, the worst possible thing that could happen to them, and I'm being a little facetious, just a little facetious, is that they get a paid vacation. Well, they're on paid administrative leave during the investigation. Yeah, I like paid vacations too. So why all of a sudden, and that's not even what we just saw, it's not even the most egregious use of force, the most egregious, unnecessary use of force. It doesn't appear that the deputy tased the man. He did not pepper spray him, right? There were no pictures of the man being, injured, no bloody noses or, no blood coming out of his face. And there would have been pictures had that happened. It would have been part of the lawsuit, so this one, just getting tackled is bad enough if, you're an old dude with bad knees. So, it's not even like the worst possible thing that's happened. And you heard the lawyer, Riverside County Sheriff's deputies have never been punished for anything they do, way worse than this. So why was this guy fired? And Mr. Lackluster asks that question. So let's find out. And what do we have here? Riverside County Sheriff becomes the first major Republican to say he'll run for California governor. And who is this Riverside County Sheriff we're speaking about? This dude right here, Chad Blanco. Okay, and when did he decide he wanted to run for sheriff's office for governor? February 17th, 2025. And when did he fire his deputy? The first deputy he's ever fired. And he's been there for a few years. He was first elected in 2018 to present. So, when did he take office? In January of 19. So it's been 6 years that he's never fired anyone, like there's been no complaints or, anything. So there he is. So, but things change when you want to run for governor, right? And then now you got this case right here. Oh man, I'm going to fire this guy. We hold our deputies accountable. That whole BS. Now all of a sudden he wants to hold people accountable because he wants to become governor. Right? When he was just the sheriff, he didn't care who his deputies hurt. He probably liked it. He's a 30-year law enforcement guy himself. How many people did he hurt? I don't know. When did they first get body cameras and when did cell phones come along? And, I'm going to say things were way worse and police hurt way more people before there were cameras. So, when he was young and when he was coming up, this dude right here. So that's why, Mr. Lackluster, if you happen to see this and you'll see my comment in your video, that's why all of a sudden a sheriff deputy gets fired because his boss wants to run for California governor. And I don't even know if I'll vote for this guy yet, just because he's a sheriff. I don't even know if I will. I don't always think too highly of police. There's going to be a primary, so we'll see who else is on there before I decide who I'm going to vote for. So, all right, my friends, you have a good day.